Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He's going to hand this off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's second down here. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Ball handed off. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
A nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Runs through the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? Snags the quick throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Will hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, just really good vision and patience by this back. He kind of felt his way through and then accelerated through the hole for the first down. One of the things that you see over the years by UCLA is the ability to control the line of scrimmage and have good backs that can pick up big yards.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. He flips it to the back across the middle. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. And the Bruins looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Bruins looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on...
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
The kick mishandled. The ball is loose. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And the single back takes the handoff. Running with purpose. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well.
Now trapped behind the line, it'll be a short loss. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw. It's Harris. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Handoff to the left. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to put this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Bruins are looking to keep this drive going. Testing the right side here. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Bringing pressure. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Scanning the field. It's Harris. Moves left out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Ducks. Made the defense look slow that time. And now the try here for the extra point. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. UCLA offense takes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, UCLA.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job. The running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receiver in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Dropping back, it's Harris. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Same tailback, another carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The Ducks trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. And they'll get him down that time. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And now the running back's got it again. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he knocks that one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Back to throw. It's Harris. Lets it go quickly. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. They pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25. That's good execution of the pitch and catch to pick up the first down there. Nice conversion.
A really nice conversion here. To me, the route is what separated this play. And the fact that he's able to get to this point downfield, and by the time he turned around, that ball is on him. So nice route and nice hands there to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Bruins are in the red zone. And the running back takes the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 3rd down. They hand it to a receiver on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Trying to run it. It's Brown. continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Sticking with the running game. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. So here we go, third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws it away.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. To the air. It's Harris. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Catch made on the out route. Stiff arms the man. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy, a guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing him down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a
4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Ducks. Still no answer for this offensive machine. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And the onside kick bounces out of bounds, so unsuccessful there, and it's a penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. The ball will turn over on downs.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on fourth down in the fourth quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Oh, delay of game penalty. That's the last thing you want to do at this placement in the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Again, makes it second and medium. The pocket breaking down. It's a short completion of a big tight end.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
First down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Harris. It's a quick grab.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Scanning the field, it's Harris. Quick throw to the left. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Well, a big chunk play to pick up the 1st down. Now, don't get me wrong, he went out of bounds, but by getting that 1st down, new set of downs, continue to milk that clock and try to get this win.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
They'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. And now the running back's got it again. And a short run there to end the game. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.